It is March 31st, the last day of Mass Make March, and I have made 30 projects. I have. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. So we're going to go straight to it because we have 30 projects to go through, so let's just do it. So the first video that I did on March 1st was tassels. I'm going to throw this right back as I'm going. So I made a whole whap load of tassels and they are absolutely beautiful. I have all the colors in the rainbow now, so when I need something, I just have to reach for it and it is right there. I hold them on a paper clip and then I kind of just loop them around here, and when I need them, I just put them on my journal. So on day 2, on March 2nd, I made ruffles out of fabric scraps. And I will give you a reminder how they looked. They are like that. They're really cute. And all I have to do, because that's part of what I want to do right now, so I want to use them in my journal. And let's see, I think I can put a little ruffle right here at the top. I think it would look really pretty. I am going to use this one. This is fabric by Tim Holtz, and I think it matches this page really nicely, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put my glue right here, put a little strip, and then I'm just laying my ruffle in there, making sure that it is even, and it is going to stick, and it's not going to get hard now, so it stays nice and soft, nice and pliable, and it is stuck to my journal. So then when you see this, you can see the little ruffle at the top, and when you open it up, it has a pretty little ruffle at the top of the page. I made thread clusters. And I want to thank you guys very much for the amazing turnout for that one. This is one of my favorite things to use. And the other thing that I do is I cut them in half so that I actually have 2 instead of 1. I made accordion envelopes. So these are my accordion envelopes, and I made them out of vintage mail order pattern envelopes. Like, aren't these just beautiful? They have all the writing on it. There's like, they're just interesting and fun, and you can go around it one more time. But they're super simple. And let me show you, I'll open this one up and show you what I had made. So they have the neat closure, the policy closure. They have my Mass Make March kit as the flaps. And then they have a sandwich bag on the inside that I folded in half and turned into an accordion envelope. Just noticing that this needs to be glued down a little bit better, so I'll just do that right away too. I have the glue right here. I may as well just fix what needs to be fixed while I have it in my hands. And then you just go around it like that, and it's sealed. So that was accordion envelopes. Then I also made page tabs, and page tabs were fun. You guys like that one too. You did. So there's lots of page tabs here. These are the ones that are now just sitting in my stash, ready to be decorated. Let me see if I can find one of the ones that I had decorated. And they are really cool too. So I made them double-sided, so you can put them on your straight into your journal, and they are ready to go. And I made them out of file folders. So I think I put one in here. There's a page tab right here. But maybe I didn't put one of the page tabs in there. So let's grab one. I think I want to do this one, the little guy. And I think he would fit really nicely right there. So all I am going to do is I am just going to glue him down. That's it. I'm just going to glue him right into my journal, and that's it, because it is that far done. So I don't need to think about what I'm going to decorate it with or anything like that. It is ready to go. There. And then it's a beautiful page tab to go to. Tickets. We made tickets. I did that during the live video, and yeah, that was so much fun. If you caught that video, thanks so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time that day. It was fun to make it. There was a lot of people chatting with me, and I really, really like that when I am doing a live video. So this is what I made during that one. And it was a long one. Like, the people that were actually there, like, they're troopers. They stuck with me throughout the whole thing. Here is a thread cluster that I used, and I used it with a wax seal, which that project you see coming back again. There's another thread cluster that I put underneath my butterfly, and I used another one right here under the lady. All these videos are all in my Mass Make March playlist. Oh, well, let's get rid of the labels right away too. So the labels we just made last week, and I made a lot of labels. Look at these. But what we didn't get into, because, you know, there was that many of them, is how you use these. So let me just show you what I do with them. So right here, I have, like, it's a beautiful page, but it's kind of like blah. So I want something that I can put on there that is going to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of fun, and I'm trying to find one that is, right. So I can use this one, put it right there, and I can glue it right down. And what I'm doing is I am just gluing it down on 3 sides so that it becomes a pocket. And then I put it right down there. And I now have a pocket on a pocket. Let's see if we can find another one that we can put in there. There they are. They're the casual ladies on the yellow, and then the yellow matches this page again. So I'm going to make this into a tuck. So all I'm doing is going around like that. And then I'm sticking this down. Like that. And then you can take, I'll just show it with a page tab. You can just tuck that right behind there, and it stays put. Okay, so that was the labels. And I'll probably put some more into the journal, but I don't want to just sit here and decorate the whole journal while you're just watching. Next project I did was journal toppers. Journal toppers are right here. Oh, that was easy. They're right beside me. And I made 3 on camera, and I made 1 off camera. And aren't these beauties? So here is one of the yo-yo flowers, like I made on this past Friday's live. This one is beautiful. I love this so much. Same with this one, but I made this one off camera. I didn't do it while you guys were watching. I really like it too. And then this lady itself is just stunning. So these ladies, except for this one, because this is an original, but the rest of them are available in my coffee shop. Mini envelope clusters. are right here. If I can get them out. There we go. So I thought these were super cute. I've made some with fabric. I made some with just postage stamps and labels. There's a little bow on there. Some cheesecloth. Oh, upside down. So these were super fun, super easy. You know, check it out because it is fun. And look, there's the thread cluster again. Some lace and cheesecloth. So these are fun. Stenciling paint chips. And I know there's one that I did not show you how it turned out. So this is the one that I decorated, and I just love these girls. Again, this is a freebie in my Ko-fi shop, and you know, if you haven't picked it up yet, you should. Then I stenciled with daisies. And here is the glass beads. Didn't show you this one yet. It was kind of weird. I'm having a small problem right now, and I don't know where they're coming from, but I have maple bugs, and they are, like, it's warming up, and the sun is shining on the windows, so they're coming out, and they are having a party. So I am trying to get rid of them, but, you know, if you have any solutions for me, let me know. But yeah, this is the glass bead one that I did. And I think it turned out really cool. And you can see right here is where I used the heat gun on it, and it kind of bubbled and did what it wanted to do. And then the rest of it, I just allowed it to dry naturally. And you can see the shimmer of the beads kind of through it. And it is, you know, it's not heavy, but it's got some texture to it, and it is, I think it's really neat. You see, like, there's a couple of little beads right there. There is all of these. So yeah, and I did use one of these in my journal, so I put it right here, and that was the one with the birds, and I think it's very, very pretty. And I like that yellow with the red, and having it on this page just looked perfect. It just needed to be right there. Hidden paper clips. I don't know, like, well, that was a video that went completely wrong. It was a live video, and it just didn't turn out properly because I made an adjustment right before I started, and then it didn't work. And yeah, so I had a little bit of an issue. But the video is up there. If you are wanting to know how I made these, you know, go check it out. These are going to need like a little bit of extra work. I'm going to have to decorate them more, but the paper clips are inside. You can just slide them just like that, right over the page, just like that. And you have a paper clip that is also a page tab. And I've made them out of book pages. These are made out of collages. This is a sideways one, so it goes just like that. And this one is out of paper that I had dyed. And then there's my bunny. And the bunny is actually going to go into my Peter Rabbit journal. Here she is. And so let me put that one in there right away. So this is a little golden book journal, and I think it is lovely. It has lots of pockets and stuff in there, but I was still making projects for it. So now the bunnies can go straight in there, and there we go. Oh, let's put it with the other bird. There we go. Put it on this side, and then that side that actually matches. So that works. Done. And then I have this one with the daffodils. and I just love it. And I'm going to put it right here. Even though there is something on the other side, I do like how this looks right here. The colors just look perfect for it. Next is snippet rolls. I forget that I have them. Is this the ones that I made? Yes. So right here, I made the snippet rolls, a couple of them. And they just, you know, I made them out of 1950s magazines and then some dictionary and some other pages, and they're so much fun to make and so easy to make, right? And I did put a snippet roll in here. But right here, I put a piece of snippet roll, which is now also a page tuck. So you just, let's just grab one of these, and you can just tuck it right in there and it will stay. The next project I made was specimen cards out of playing card bases. And yeah, that was another one where the video wasn't fantastic because of the sunshine. And trust me, I am not complaining about the sunshine. So these two I decorated with old haberdashery items. So I thought that would be really cool. And these are actually going to go into my sewing journal, which you're going to see pretty soon because I want to fix it and finish it. Painted paper flowers. If you have not seen my painted paper flowers video, I am going to ask you to watch it because that video I made with my granddaughter. There's 3 videos during March that I made with my granddaughter. And we had so much fun making painted papers and then cutting flowers out of them. She was having the time of her life, and I'm trying to see if I can find the shapes that she made, because that was like, oh, she was in heaven. She was having so much fun. I don't see them right now. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It is fun. It is like, look at these that we made. They are so pretty. And I'm just going to keep these 3 out. And I'll throw them straight into, so I'll keep all of that out. And I'm going to throw them straight into this journal. This is a nice boring page. So I'm going to throw some paper beads on there. Just like a cluster kind of idea. Put one down. I'll grab the heart. And put the heart kind of like that. And then we'll put a green flower on there. Like so. And then a little purple flower. And we'll just stick it right over top of that green one. And there we go. We have a beautiful little flower cluster. And you know, it's really no work at all because your work is done already. These are just sitting in your stash and you just play with it. Right here, this is pretty boring. Let's put something here. I'll just put some glue right there and stick that right in there. And there's another cluster. So, book page pockets. You know, it's actually funny. It was one of the least watched videos, and it is actually probably one of my favorite projects. It was so much fun. So I have these. They're little, well, it's pockets. There's pockets everywhere, made out of book page. The whole thing is made out of book page. There's a little tuck spot here, and then there's the little scrappy papers right here that you can use throughout your journal. And I made 3 spare ones, and there's one in here. Let me show you. So the one in here is completely filled up. So there's all the ephemera that I tucked in there. I put a piece of cardboard in there. There's a tag, lots of tags, lots of labels, tickets to decorate, and then there is the scrappy papers. How cute is that? Just lovely, all made out of an atlas page and book pages, and just, yeah, pulled it together and put it like that. Wax seals. I know they're right here. I know I have stuffed them in somewhere. So something I really enjoy doing is experimenting, right? I love playing the what if game. What if I do this? What if I try that? So the wax seals were one of those videos, and I stuck thread clusters and fabrics, and I made them into beautiful clusters made out of wax seals. How lovely are these? They're just so cool. Let's use this mouse, and then the rest can go in the bin. So let's put a mouse in here, or a wax seal in here. Let's see. Why not right there? Look how cute that is. Super simple, again, because it is already made. It is ready to go. So I'm just putting a little 3-in-1 glue behind there and sticking this down, and ta-da, my page is now decorated. Dyeing paper with alcohol and with alcohol ink. Oh. So here's my big pile of papers, and I think they're lovely. You know, some look better than others, but it was a great project to make, and I have lots of these papers to use now for a while. And then I also made these out of watercolor paper, and they're great for tags. So that was the dyeing paper with Easter egg dye or alcohol ink, and I used alcohol ink. Yo-yos. Well, yo-yos was on Friday. It was my live, and if you didn't see the video, well, I really apologize, but when I was done recording, I realized that I had said the live recording to unlisted. So the only people that saw it were the ones that were following the links. You were not going to be able to find it otherwise. Now it is up, and it is, you know, available to watch. So go check it out. But this is what, this is what I made. I made some beautiful rosette clusters, or yo-yo clusters. Like, look at this one. Just stunning. This one is so cute with the ruffle behind it. This teeny tiny one looks like a cupcake. And that one there. And then I made some dangles with the yo-yos as well. So that was on Friday. You'll have to go check it out. I apologize that happened. You know, human error. Friday nights are so weird for me because I don't make it home usually till about 6 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, I'm going live. And in between, I still have to eat supper and everything. So it's a little bit of a rush. And that's when things usually go wrong. All right, regular envelopes. And I made these again with my granddaughter, and she was hamming it up. Thought she was the superstar. She had a good time. So this is what we made. We made momogami and used the momogami as flaps for the envelopes. And she thought that was the best project ever because her hands were so nice and soft after doing this. And I agree with her, like that's why I like doing the momogami thing. But I made super simple envelopes that really are just like, they're just little pouches. And I stuck one in my journal. It is right here. I've come across it a few times now. Of course, I can't find it. Not that one, this one right here. And that's where I put the flower on just now. So yeah, like it has some onion dyed paper and then it has a piece of stationery. I'll have to put something over that. But yeah, that's, so my granddaughter helped with that. And if you are seeing the title and you think like, well, that's really terrible, like she's calling her granddaughter Monkey. I know it's terrible. That's my nickname for her. I have called her Monkey from day one and I didn't think that it was going to stick, and it's sticking. And she tells me quite often, Oma, please don't call me that. But in this situation, because I didn't want to say her name, we used the name Monkey, and she was okay with it. She understood why. But yeah, it was fun. We had fun. And it is really cool. Like 10 years from now, it'll be really fun to watch that video back and see her ham it up for the camera. Then I have my 12 by 12 one sheet wonder. I only made one of these. What I did was I made an ephemera holder. Let me open this up for you. I put Velcro on there to keep it closed. And I think she is so cool. I had fun making this. Like, look at all the stuff I can stuff in here. I can put all my little projects right in here. I can put a wax seal in here. Maybe, maybe not. Well, the wax seal can go underneath there. And then my shoe can go there. And I made it long enough that I can grab a tag, or I can grab one of these envelopes. And it should fit right in here. And it will push all the way through. Let's not get that one to go through. There we go. So that can sit right there. The shoe can go right there. So yeah, like this is truly an ephemera holder, and then it closes up with the Velcro. And then I put the envelopes in here, put another tag there. I thought this was cute, and this is very cutesy for me, but yeah, I needed to do something. Washi tape was another one that I made with my granddaughter. She made her own and she took it home with her. But this is mine, and I'm just going to take one of these strips. I'm just going to take the whole thing off so I can show you how I use this. And then, let's see, this one has not had any decorations yet. So I'm just going to stick a piece of washi. I'm just going to tear the end piece off. So I'm just going to take this and put it right on here, and then tear this edge right off at the end. And I am never concerned if it is ripped a little bit or anything like that. I think that just makes it look extra cool. And then I can go to another spot where I might need something. Let's see. Well, you know, I can put it on here and just put it on the edge here, just like that. Because little by little I am going to have to decorate this part too, because it just doesn't look that nice having just the back of the paint chip there. But yeah, you just put it on there and away you go. Done. Easy peasy. Then I did metal tape embellishments. Now this was one of my favorites. And these are just so awesome. I don't want to use very many of them in this journal because it just doesn't fit that well. But I'll take the 6 and that one. I'll just use those 2. There's a few here that haven't been done yet. There's a little bit of different things, but here's the keys that I made all out of metal tape and alcohol inks, paints, and gesso. So I have these 2 that I have left that I want to put somewhere in here. Where is there nothing yet? Right here. I can put a 6 right there, but I don't know if I want to put it just like that. So I am going to put these aside for now because I don't know if I want to just throw them right in there or if I want to put them on something else. Then I have mixed media stamp sheets. So that's these. And I think they're so cool. I really do. Like, so what you can do is you can just pull these apart because they are completely perforated. They have the perforated line in there. So you can use them as stamps. And you just take them apart and ink them and put them in as a decoration. How cute is that? Collage tags, ugly scrapbook paper, and newspaper magazines. Well, I knew what I was saying when I did that. I got a huge stack of tags that came out of this. So I'll show you. I'll make this one, and this one is of course going to go straight in here. Let me see. I'll put it right here, just like that. But these are all tags now. They're ready to go. They're sitting in my stash. I actually have a huge amount of tags that are ready to go now, that all I have to do is put some decorations on and we can just run with it. I did make ruffles, paper ruffled, or yeah, paper ruffles for in your journal. So look at how beautiful these are. So I made these out of coffee filters, pattern tissue paper, coffee filter again, regular tissue paper, newspaper, you name it. Look at how beautiful they are. And they're ready to go. So I'll grab 2. I want these 2 turquoise ones. I like those. So now what I can do is I can just put this right here on this page, and I have a ruffle on my page. So I don't have to think about it. I don't have to fight with it. It is ready. It is done. And I am just going to glue it down. So this one I did during a live video as well. And it was so much fun. You guys, like, you gotta join me during the lives. We have so much fun. I promise I will start putting them to public so you can actually see them. But yeah, you gotta come and check them out because they are fun. I don't edit them. They're just like me, naturally how I am, and you see the full chaos that I go through to get something done. Kind of like right now. Where's my scissors? So I'm just making this even with the page. Same right here. Ooh, that went straight into my tea. Yeah, and then you have a beautiful paper ruffle there. So then we'll put one here as well. And I think it would, can I put it like that? Because it would look cool with this page. Yeah. So let's just measure it, and we'll cut it first so that, here. So I don't have to cut it after the fact. So just put some glue on there and stick it in there. I am all about simplicity. So when something just doesn't have to take a lot of work anymore, I love that. And having all of this ready to go, it means that I can just create a whole bunch of journals pretty quickly now, which is kind of nice. Like, look how beautiful this one is starting to come together. You can now see that there's stuff in there. And yeah. What else do I have that is not, that we haven't covered yet? I think that was it. I think I have covered everything. The paint chips. Yeah, I've touched it. Oh, no, I am missing my, my journals. So I made journals out of sandwich bags. I call them sandwich bags. You may call them lunch bags. In the end, it is the exact same thing. So this is one not decorated, and you can see like even the pages are out of brown paper bag. This is actually, they're a little stiffer, so that is from the grocery bag. And here is my fully decorated journal with, again, a thread cluster behind it, some momogami paper, some vintage lace. The freebie is on top, and then I put a lace closure on here, and the pages on the inside are out of brown paper bag. I still have to put something on the inside covers, but how adorable is this teeny tiny little journal? And I'm not sure, I may list this in my Etsy shop, and then I'll decorate that one and put that in my Etsy shop as well, because they're just so cute. They're just pretties. We are missing the final beautiful piece that I made, and that was my big rosettes that I made on the weekend. So here they are. I am not putting these in this journal, but I will show you what I made. And they are absolutely, this one is so soft and squishy and beautiful. Like, I just love it. Oh, there's a piece loose. Huh, weird. I may have to stick that back in there. I'll use a little bit of 3-in-1 glue, stick it right in there. And I will put the tool back in there. There we go. Done. And yeah, like, so there's lots of stuff in here, and it just looks pretty, and it's all decorated up. These I put buttons on. So these are all buttons that I had in my stash. This one is also absolutely stunning with all the tulle around it. And then the buttons, and then I glued another decoration in there. What else do I have here? This is a page tuck. I can put this one in here. That one will work. Let's see. Where did that envelope go that I didn't have any decorations on yet? because I think this would work really well on there. No. Nope, definitely not. This could go right here, because this has all the pink in it as well. And then with the cream would go well against here, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm turning it into like a tuck, I think. So what I want to use is I'm going to take a piece of this paint chip, and I'm just going to cut a piece off, just a piece. And I'm going to stick this right here with this on top. So then you get the paper peeking out, or the book page peeking out, and also some of the stenciling. I can also put it down like this, and then you get even more so. And I may actually do that. I may put it the other way around. I like that better. So I'm going to put the paint chip in first. Like that. And then I'll put glue all over that felt. And felt sticks really nicely. So put lots of glue on there. And I will stick this right in here. Right there. And it will stay. There we go. And that's how you can use those rosette clusters. Just lovely. And you can tell this is now starting to be a chunky baby, but she has lots, like this spine has lots of room to grow, so it is all good. It is not an issue. So that was what I have for you for the month of March. That is it. The month of April, I am going to do an ABC. I am joining ABC April, but I am going by the beat of my own drum. As usual, most people that know me very well would say that's nothing unusual there. What I am going to do is I am going to build one journal throughout the month. So you will be seeing a lot of these bits and pieces coming back. You will also see a lot of new things coming back, but I will still be recording daily because I want to actually create a journal beginning to end with all the ephemera and everything and show you how I do that. But it is not going to be a start at the beginning and then we'll end at the end. We are starting somewhere in the middle and then we're working our way through the alphabet. And I thought that would be a really fun way to go about participating with ABC April, but still doing it just a little different, because why not? So you may see some of these projects come back. You may not. They may all be different, but we'll find out as April progresses. I can tell you that it is going to be it is going to have a theme, and that theme is botanical. So for the month of April, I am going to work on a lot of botanical things, which are really fun to do. I haven't done anything like that yet, so that's why I'm a little excited about it, and I hope you'll join me for those projects because that is half the fun. I love having you guys with me. I want to thank you for the month of March for all the support you've given me. It was absolutely lovely, and I hope to see you again throughout April for the next journal. that is coming up. So this one is also not done yet. So I am still, you can see there's still some pages left. It's still a little bit of work to be done, but she is starting to be really pretty, and I am happy with it. So for today, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for April 1st. And it is not April Fool's for me. Have a lovely day. Bye.